May you find happiness and peace, and may your home stand the test of time.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary. Today I'll be reacting to Kirk crushes open border Libra with a man's boom. So without further ado, let's get started.
You don't want any immigrants speaking other languages, or you just want
no, I want the government to have an official language of the U.S. Our documents are written in English.
So what's the issue with there not being an official
Because
language?
a nation of foreigners is not a nation, it's a colony. You're foreign to one another.
Well, that kind of goes against capitalist ideas, though.
Why?
That's all diverse. In a capitalist society, you want a free market with free choices.
Yeah, but the best ideas win. So the diversity is not the strength, the excellence is the strength.
Well, the diversity is the platform for the strengths.
So diversity is a temporary condition to eventually get to excellence, right?
I guess temporary.
Because if you have really bad food poison food and really good food, the good food is going to win out. So it's not the diversity of food, it's the competition of it.
Well, I mean, sure.
Yeah. If you have a football team and everyone's calling their own plays, diversity is not the strength of the football team.
Well, that's a lack of leadership and systematic institutions.
I agree. So the question is, what is a country? Is a country a set of laws, traditions, and customs, or is it just a bunch of random people living?
It's a group of people with an established system that share collective ideas and
language.
identity.
And language.
It doesn't have to be language.
Well, language is how we communicate values.
We can communicate in other ways as well.
How?
Google Translate. We can talk in different
Yeah,
languages.
that's a little sloppy. So Switzerland has a national language, right? Hungary has a national language. China, Japan. Why do they get a national language and we don't?
Because they're based on different values than the U.S. was.
Maybe.
The U.S. was founded on freedom.
Hold on. We overplay the liberal part of our founding. There was a liberal part of our founding and a conservative part of our founding. And we have forgotten the conservative part. The conservative part about preservation, separation of powers, and preserving a republic. The liberal parts are the Enlightenment, speech, advancement, and that's part of it. But we've completely rewritten our history. It says in the Declaration of Independence, when in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands that have tied them to another, deriving from the separate equal station of power, the laws of nature and nature's God. The founding fathers were saying that there's a natural law that governs our entire existence. There has to be something that slows down progress for progress' sake.
So you don't think that our society could run efficiently and well if there's not a national language?
No, it's just harder. It's not an impediment, it's just stupid not to do. It's not like a deal breaker, it's just why not do it? It's hurting us. It's unnecessarily hurting us.
I love this. I love the fact that they both wanted to, say something, like say their point, and they did not mind the, noise that were coming from, the audience. And that is it. If you want to gain knowledge, it does not matter the situation. You just need to ask the right question and pay attention to what, the answer you get. Okay, and back to the conversation. I feel it is right for a country to have, a language that they all accept. Like in Ghana, like this, I think the official language is English. In Nigeria, our official language is English. We have our native dialect that you can communicate with someone, from your village. But we have a universal language, a language that when you speak, the next person will understand you. I can be from the eastern part of Nigeria and communicate with someone from the northern part of Nigeria because we both understand English. And I think that is what Charlie is saying. Charlie is saying it's make communication easy. If you're coming to my country, let's say you're from Mexico, you're coming to my country and you understand Spanish. I don't understand Spanish. You have to learn my language because it will help you communicate better. So that's what Charlie is saying. He says it's better. Yeah, it's better to have a particular language that everyone understands and everyone speak. So even I think what I heard is if you're going to the United States, you are going to be asked to learn. Let's say I don't know if it's a year or 2 years, to learn English before you are adopted into their system because you need to communicate with who you're staying with. If you're going to the United States and you're supposed to rent a house, how are you going to communicate with your landlady or your landlord? You might feel like Google Translation is going to help, but it's not going to help in the long run. You see, you have to understand the language. No one is concerned about your accent or how you speak it, but there are keywords you say. The person will understand that this is what you're talking about. You see, I'm currently in Ghana. I think when I came the first time, I struggled because, they had this language that is almost like kind of generally accepted here. The language is Tree. And when they speak it, they kind of add a little bit English to it, but like they all know how to speak it. Let's say 80% of the population know how to speak the language, but still the official language is English, because even if I know like 80% speak English in Ghana, but at least I can communicate with people. Unlike when I passed through the border of when I passed through Benin, Togo, I could not communicate with anyone because they were all speaking French. So if I'm to stay or reside in Togo or let's say Benin, I would have to learn French because it makes communication easy. And I think that is what Charlie is preaching. I love this so much, and I wish the people shouting can, calm down and learn from Charlie. Because no matter how you feel like what Charlie is saying does not make sense or something, but there are few things you can take home. And I think that is what people need to look out for, Go for the bigger picture. Can I learn something from this person? Instead of just trying to boo him away. This is a beautiful one, like I said. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If this is your first time visiting the channel, click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and remain blessed.